What? The time, we haven't been live for that long. We just went live. Anyway, so I guess we're live. That's what it says. That time is
It went from 16 to 24 too. Like, I don't know.
But we're here.
We're live, allegedly.
Apparently we're live. So welcome to the Patreon show, season 4.
Wow.
I think I did the numbers right. Season 4, episode 1.
We're here.
We are here. We made it.
Normally, this is normally not a live show.
No.
Our monthly Patreon shows are for Patreon supporters. Yeah. But as some of you may have seen, it was kind of a big day today. Some things got announced.
What happened?
The Disc Golf Pro Tour announced their media plan for 2023.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Included some big changes. Big shout out to Jomez Pro, who's going to be doing lead for men's and women's this year.
That's nice.
Super excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And women's chase for the entire year. Kind of. Will be through Ace Run Productions.
What?
Wow. We know those guys. We know them.
Wow, I did not see that announcement.
We know them. Yeah. It came out.
Man,
it's
that's
something
good for those guys.
It is good for those guys.
They think.
Yeah. Careful what you wish for.
Really.
It's crazy. It's something we've worked for to get to for years.
Yeah.
And at times we didn't think it would become a reality.
No.
Almost at any point.
No.
I think even as early as or as late as
yesterday.
A couple months ago. Yeah, I was going to say a couple months at least. Jeez. But yeah, we are very excited to be working with the Pro Tour this year and to be continuing to bring FPO coverage to the forefront to help grow that division even more.
Mm-hmm.
And we're honored to do so. So we wanted to come on and say thank you in person to everybody that's kind of helped make this possible. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask because we didn't plan on this.
Yeah, no, we did. Because normally we don't do a Tuesday show whatsoever as not to
disrupt with Smashbox.
Yeah.
Sorry, Johnny B. I don't know if Terry's even available for Smashbox today because he's on the other side of the world.
He better be there. No excuses.
But yeah, I'm not sure if it's Johnny and somebody else. But we'll keep this pretty brief. It's really just to hop on, say thanks. If anybody has any specific questions in the chat, go ahead and drop a quick question in the chat. We'll try to get to it. We can't release many of the details that we're still working on. We've got other things that are kind of coming down the pipeline that we've been working on for months and months and months with other companies. Some of the stuff you might have seen already. We did discount our Discraft molds on our website. So if you go to acerunpro.com and you check out the Discraft section of the disc there, that cool artwork that we've got with the poker set playing against the different elements. All those discs are on sale at 20% off. If you use the code 2023 DGPT in all caps at checkout, it'll automatically take off the 20% when you go to checkout. All of those proceeds obviously go to help keep us on the road, getting us to more and more events throughout the year. We haven't put all our full schedule yet. It's still kind of a work in progress. There are multiple different organizations that we're planning to work with this year. Obviously, these elite events, for the most part, from start to finish, will be with the majors. We've also got other things that we're working on with the PDGA, some NADGT events that we're getting finalized, and we are still trying to get to as many of the Masters tour as we can also that makes sense in terms of scheduling and traveling throughout the U.S. So this is going to be a brand new challenge for us this year because we haven't had to crisscross the country yet. Mm-hmm. Not to this point anyway.
No. Yeah. No.
We've been to Utah.
Yeah.
It's the furthest west we've been. We've been to Texas.
We did drive. I think the furthest drive we did was to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've driven up north. We haven't had to drive west yet. So that's going to be a very long trek to Las Vegas.
I'm trying to think furthest west we've gone. Where we went, we were Mississippi River. We were staying on the Mississippi River. Where was that?
Missouri.
Missouri. We drove there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've done quite a bit of the northern parts of the country. I'm just putting a link out on Facebook as well. So yeah, we're excited and terrified to have to go to Las Vegas, then come back towards Texas, and then at some point go back out to California for OTB, and then to Portland as well. But I am super ecstatic to finally get up to Portland and see some of those courses up there. The Portland Open. We're trying to see if we can possibly cover Beaver State Fling if it makes sense, because Milo MacGyver's been on my list for years.
Yeah.
I think that's Fitz too. So.
Oh, you know what? I guess we should go ahead and put this out there now, because we may end up doing it at some point anyway. Is like the local clubs that are by where we're going. One that we may ask for recommendations on lodging or somewhere to sleep. Hopefully not someone's couch, but possibly, maybe, depends.
Could be.
And also just ideas from them around events, around our events, basically. Joe Mez used to do a Final Nine. I haven't seen a Final Nine event from them in years. And not even sure if that's something that the community is still interested in. But if we have the time and they have the resources, that's something that could happen.
Yeah.
So
there will be weeks or days in between weeks. I don't know how to say it. There will be times. When we're at an event and we don't have another event for another week or two, but we're already way out on the West Coast or something. So it doesn't make sense for us to drive all the way back to Atlanta and then drive back over again. Mm-hmm. So if there's a cool league night that they're like, hey, you guys got to check this out. We got a bunch of people to come out. We'd love to go out there, play, set up our table. We'll have different merchandise on hand as we travel throughout the U.S. There's a lot more merch coming. We do have partnerships with other organizations that we're finalizing. So right now we just have the stuff that's on the website, which is primarily this, and we have some merchandise, some shirts and hats and things that are like that. But you may have also seen the Diameter announce that they will be partnering with us as well for the season. They will be creating new jerseys for us to wear on the course, which we're super excited about. We've been working with them for a couple of weeks now, kind of finally nailing down the details on those. Some new hats that we'll be rocking as well, and we're like super excited how they're all coming out. So we'll also have some type of variation of that available jerseys for sale for our fans and our customer base.
Yep.
So that'll be super cool. And we've got other partnerships to announce soon based around merchandising and things of that nature. It's just been a whirlwind of stuff, and the whirlwind continues. So it's all new and exciting to us. I want a sweatshirt. Of course. That's my wife. Hi, honey. I thought you'd be asleep by now. It's an awesome idea.
I watch some league action.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, we definitely would go out there and just mess around and capture some stuff and play and give away this and sell this and do all kinds of stuff. So if you see us popping up on your local Facebook pages, you know what's up.
Yep.
But if you guys have any questions or anything you want to ask, obviously hit us up in the chat. We don't plan to do too long of a Patreon show or podcast this time because we're completely not prepared. We're actually out of town.
Yeah.
Doing something completely different that we don't normally do.
It's disc golf related.
It is disc golf related.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we can even get into it, but we don't have our normal stuff. We're in our offices and we have our giveaways ready and we have our topics all broken down. It's like I said, it's been a crazy last couple of weeks getting to this point, and now that this day is here, it just happened to fall on a travel day where everything is up in the air. So all the posts and stuff you've seen going up on our social medias have been in between driving and trying to shove some kind of food in our mouths and then filming and teaching and all kinds of stuff. And we've got more of that tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a crazy day too, which is why we haven't finalized the schedule to put out yet. we were going to put out a tentative one, but then we wanted to make some changes to it. And I may or may not have left my laptop bag 2.5 hours back at my house and realized it about an hour and 45 minutes into my drive that I've done that.
Well, at least you did it on this run and not the one out to Vegas.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I guess I'll tap on what we're actually doing out here just for a moment. So if you look at my shirt, it's the wrong side. If you look at the shirt, you'll see it's Mothers Raising Sons. So that is the nonprofit organization that I also work with. And we are out here introducing kids to disc golf. So today we were at a middle school, and I was really surprised, not only just to see the kids' excitement about disc golf, but like some of their natural abilities. It's kind of scary. Like some of them are just like if they wanted to, they could do this. But yeah. So just introducing that to them. Tomorrow we'll be at another facility that is majorly elementary age kids, so they'll be a little bit younger. But I'm still excited to see what how that takes off and what that does. So that's part of what I do when I'm not doing the H-Run Pro stuff, is working with the nonprofit, and we'll be doing that right now throughout until July. Basically, July is the end date for what we currently have planned. So that's part of the reason we're out here is as a team, is teaching and recording and trying to give back to not just the disc golf community but to the kids. I mean, this neighborhood doesn't have a disc golf basket. They're not going to have a disc golf basket, but there is a facility 15 minutes away, 20 minutes away that's a full-on park that if someone really had the desire, they would be able to go. Actually, there's another course too that's closer, but it's questionable.
Okay.
It's kind of risky. We may lose a child. So
Probably not worth it.
oh no. Man, interesting to watch. Anyway, so yeah.
It was fun to see the kids' athletic ability translate from what they normally play, because I think most of them play basketball.
Yeah. Most of them play basketball. There was a football player there too, and yeah.
But just seeing like the transfer, the translation from one type of sport and athletic movement to another, how kind of quickly they just picked up on it. And that's the future right there. If you can teach these kids that are doing other sports and you get them in at a younger age, then obviously everything translates and advances so quickly because they're already athletically based and they're doing stuff already like that.
Yeah.
They just pick it up so much faster.
And it was interesting because of their competitive nature as well, that if you give one kid a disc, give it to them, the rest of them, they want to earn that disc. They want it, and they want to see if they can do something better than the other kid. It's always just a competition. So
we did set up a little par 3. It's like 200 feet, something like that, maybe a little less.
Yeah, a little less.
And a couple of them got birdies.
Yeah.
Which was I couldn't birdie a 150-foot hole when I first started for like
not on day
3
one.
weeks. Yeah.
But there was 2 kids in particular. I mean, they laid it up to the basket. They within a couple of throws figured out and listened to the instruction that, hey, that this is going to naturally go this way, so you need to aim a little bit. They did it. They executed.
Yeah.
I can't even do that sometimes. Sometimes I still throw at the basket and end up 30 feet to the left.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, Lincoln
What
gets
would you, Lincoln?
Lincoln's got a young kid that plays, and he's getting better and better, and may or may not beat Lincoln from time to time, or at least he's getting close. I know Lincoln gets competitive when he's out there with his kid. He doesn't want his kid to beat him. He's like, I can't let Lawson beat me. But I don't know if he's gotten you yet, Lincoln, or if you're willing to admit that he's gotten you yet. But he's got to be getting close by now. He's got some skills for sure. But yeah, the future is definitely bright, and doing stuff like this. We know Edge obviously does it a lot. Uplay, but the more organizations that are doing it, and the more people that are out there doing it, the better
it's out there.
Yeah. The more and more we can do our part to grow the sport. So yeah, that's what we're out here doing these next couple of days, and Like we said, we were completely unprepared for this, but it's the last day of the month, and we do a Patreon show every month.
Yep.
So, bam, the 31st, here it is.
We did it.
We did it.
All right, bye.
We will do a normal giveaway. We'll announce it through some means. We'll probably, if you're a Patreon subscriber, we will send out a message through Patreon saying, "Hey, your name was chosen through random.org," and we'll get that in there.
Thank you, Dustin.
Thank you, Dustin. Oh, Dustin Murray. Yes. Awesome.
Oh,
esports commentator.
Yeah.
Working gatekeeper. We go back and forth on Twitter from time to time. Dustin's a cool dude.
I thought y'all were arguing back and forth.
No, it's not like that. We haven't gone to animosity yet, but it's coming, Dustin. No, just kidding. Dustin's a cool dude. You don't know what happens once in a while. Okay. I get a bogey? No. That's more than once a month.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot more. I'll get.
I got an ace though. Oh, I'm sorry.
He did get an ace Sunday?
Saturday, second round.
Another one.
That's first one of the year. What? Dom?
Is that the third one I've witnessed from you?
That's an awfully low number.
Oh wait, no, because there was 2 in one round. You got that one time. So it was 1, 2. You got the blind solid ace. That's 3. That one's 4.
Oh no, I have to look at all my discs and see which ones you've signed. I've kind of lost count. I'm into the teens as far as aces.
Thank you, Joshua. We appreciate that very, very much. It's at least 4 that I know
that you've seen, that you've witnessed.
I think
I'm at. I want to say 14 or 15 aces. Yeah. So another one.
I'm only at 3, and you've witnessed
one.
You've witnessed one from start to finish. You witnessed the finish of one.
Which one? Oh yeah,
my
your first one.
You were on the next tee pad.
Yeah,
and you heard the splash and saw what was going on. So bam,
1.5.
Yeah,
all right.
There you go.
All right.
Jay was supposed to join us.
Huh?
Jay Garcia. He was supposed to join us that Saturday, but couldn't make it out.
Oh,
he had adult problems. That didn't sound right, but
they make diapers for that, man.
Yeah. He had to do adult stuff. So,
okay.
And be all responsible.
I know. He should have been there. He should have.
Terrible. I'm gonna sneeze. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this way.
Yeah, do it
that way.
Do it that way.
I'm gonna look up and see if it goes away. I need a light source, but there's no real light source.
Right there.
I think it went away. It went away enough.
All right.
Cool. So, Frisian now, bro. Yeah, we're excited about it, Dustin. It's crazy. We'll be out there at all the big events. We get to see courses that we still haven't seen yet for as much work as we've done with the Pro Tour in the past 2-3 years. And the PDGA, there's still some courses like Vegas, like Portland that we haven't been out to. OTB Open, we haven't been to any of those courses. There's a lot of the Texas stuff we haven't seen yet, even though we've been to Texas before. We haven't been to the Preserve.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been to Idlewild, which has been on my list. Oh, I can't wait to get to Idlewild. It's so excited to get there. The Preserve, like we said, I'm super excited about that one.
All of
them. The trees and the
maples.
There's 2.
There's the hill. Maple Hill.
Bam. It's been a long day. Maple Hill.
I thought you were talking about MacGyver when you were talking
Milo
about
MacGyver.
Yeah, when you said the trees. But yeah. All of them.
Vermont. Smuggler's Notch for Worlds is going to be just
the only course that I'm not looking forward to filming.
Discraft Great Lakes Open.
Which one is that?
The toboggan.
Yeah.
We're excited to get there. We're not excited to film there. No. Just because those hills are monstrous.
I was gonna say there wasn't one, but now that you mentioned that one, yes, that's
we filmed at Inverness. We hope it's not.
Oh gosh, Inverness.
We've been told that like after the first 2 or 3 holes, it kind of calms down, or maybe it's just you get used to the constant hiking up and down those ski slopes. I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Jeff, we are not going to Europe.
No.
Yeah, the deal we have right now wouldn't have financially made it possible for us to get there. So it's just not on the list. In the future, maybe. But we'll see. Yeah. Seriously, get on a Stairmaster with a backpack like 25 pounds worth of weight.
With the backpack and the camera, and maintain your balance and be in position, dodge a disc.
Yeah. And hopefully it's not raining.
Training course. Yeah. Oh gosh, don't talk about the rain.
Up and down hills.
It's the only place that I fell was in the rain on a mountain.
Yeah. And we may be there again for a Masters Tour event. Yeah. They're going back to Callie's got a Masters Tour event over in Milan, Illinois. At Camden 2. I think she's doing Camden 1 and Camden 2, but we'll see. We do not plan to be at Tennessee States, unfortunately. That was a fun event last year. We know Chris Dickerson's going to be out there again. We are, like we said, we haven't finalized the schedule yet. There are many A tiers that we're looking to continue to work with, where we still do MPO coverage on a lot of those. But we haven't finalized all that stuff. So the only thing that we have kind of finalized right now is just the elite stuff and the majors with the Pro Tour. There's still other majors and bigger events that we need to finalize. I
mean, it's understandable. We had to get that big chunk of the pie taken care of before we put in the other pieces. We hate to put in the other pieces and then, have some type of conflict. So we've taken care of the major, no pun intended, piece. And now we're going to work in everything that we can because, it's just there's no reason not to. I was going somewhere else. I think I got the
yeah. There's a lot of weeks in traveling, and that with the specific travel that we have to do with the Pro Tour, it takes certain events off of the docket. Not even based on a scheduling conflict, but if we're on one side of the country, we can't get back to Tennessee and then go crisscross back again and make it in time.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of prep that goes into being ready to deliver next day turnaround for these events.
Yeah.
Creating templates and graphics and getting the B-roll and droning the courses and everything like that makes a lot of difficulty for traveling and getting there. So if we're there for an event that starts on a Thursday, we're probably there by Monday, getting stuff in place and getting ready for all that to be turned around in time to be delivered as promised on our channel.
And also having the weather contingency kind of built into the schedule so that if it's raining one day, there's no B-roll, there's no droning, there's no extra stuff. We have to be able to account for that because we can't account for the weather. So we have to be able to try to plan around it just in case. So that contingency is built into our schedule as we travel. So if we have 1 week of, we're just like the pros. The pros, they end on, we're different than the pros, but they end on Sunday. Some of them can leave that evening to head to their next destination. Some of them leave on Monday. We have to leave on Monday. We can't leave immediately after.
Yeah.
But then that's us leaving, having a travel day, getting to the next destination, and then we're immediately working again. There's no
downtime. And when it comes to week over week events, especially if it starts on a Thursday versus a Friday, if it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday event, it's taken away a day on our back end and a day at the beginning. So it really makes things tight. So
hurricanes don't really matter that much. If a hurricane comes through, we still get stuff done.
Yeah, all we gotta do is just sleep in the camper and just
rock around for all night.
No big deal. But that doesn't mean that we're not, like I said, it doesn't mean that we're not doing some of the events that we've done before. We do have some stuff with the NADGT that we're finalizing and getting done. One of which is actually this weekend. This Sunday, we're filming FA1 and MA1 at the IDGC event, which we do every year. We're excited to get back there and see Jackson once again. We're actually filming on Jackson and Steady Ed, which I don't think we've ever filmed. No, we did film.
We did film.
For the Hall of Fame Classic.
Yeah, for the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
It wasn't from the shorts, though. It was from longs. And it was steady to the max layout, I think, then. Yeah.
So that'll be cool to be back there for that one. And then we were trying to get up to possibly go out to the West Coast a little early, but there's too much to get done before Las Vegas, unfortunately. So we're tinkering around with the idea of trying to get up to cover the Wintertime Open, and possibly the San Diego Masters opener for the Masters Tour. But we've still got a lot of stuff that we need to wrap up within the next couple of weeks because the season's going to be on us fast, and we need to travel near. It's almost 3 days worth of driving. If you really sit down, like break it down from Georgia all the way to Las Vegas. So we need to leave it even earlier because we've got stuff we need to get done there as well. So
here's a question that hasn't come up yet. Why don't you fly? I am not giving TSA a $4,000 camera to take care of. It's just not going to happen. There's no way that I would risk giving the camera to another entity to get there. So even the option of shipping it ahead of time to be at the destination, I'm not going to risk that either, because if we get there and the camera's not there, what can we do? What can we shoot? So it's like it becomes a matter of, risk versus reward, risking flying versus the reward of getting there in a shorter amount of time, and not having a camera ends up not being worth it. So that's part of the reason why we drove all last year, was because of our equipment. And that right there is just the camera. That's not even talking about the laptop, the mics, the
any lighting.
Yeah, all the other stuff that we generally carry. So that's why flying isn't the ideal option for us. We did have smaller cameras. We still have them. But we prefer to shoot on the nicer ones, so to speak. And so with that comes the restriction of I'm not putting that.
You can't check the cameras.
Yeah.
And if you bring it as your carry-on, then that limits what you can bring on with you. And then you're putting other things that you need also for those projects in the hands of TSA.
Yeah.
And
because I didn't include the drones. So that's drones. Each drone has 5 batteries.
Laptops. Additional batteries for
the cameras. All the cameras.
Our microphones. Travel mics.
Because we travel with backup cameras as well.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's just too much. So that's why we don't fly.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. In an ideal world, sure. If we had a lot more funds to work with and we can figure out a way to make it all happen. And if we lose the camera, well, we got another one or we got 2 backups, then it's a whole different thing. We're just not at that level yet.
And I'm going to tell you what the plan is. The plan is to have our crew drive out there. Then we fly.
Right.
Yeah. So we have them do the grunt work of driving.
Yeah, another 5 years and we're there.
Yeah.
Just with your support and your help, maybe. We'll get to that point at some time in the future. But yeah, it's a lot of miles, a lot of driving, a lot of pavement that we'll be hitting. But what type of vehicle?
Microphone for commentary, and also the microphone that comes like on the camera is not built into the camera, is separate for each camera. So we have different mics. So
yeah.
We'll do that's a trick question. I don't know who asked that. Who's that? To be determined. We'll leave it there. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things we need to take care of before we get to Vegas. We did a lot of rental and Turo and stuff like that last year, really the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not sustainable. It makes more sense. Yeah, it's really not.
Not for this year.
Yeah. With the amount of traveling stuff we're going to do this year, it's much more feasible to get a larger vehicle that we will travel in. That vehicle is TBD. But yeah, that's one of the things we need to sew up before we head out to Vegas and get it all prepped and ready and make sure that it can handle all the storage and the humans that'll be inside of it. Our team is slated to expand by at least 1 at most, if not all the elite and majors that we'll be at. And there will be some majors where we will have 4 and possibly even 5 people on staff, depending where we are geographically. So we continue to add on, and the whole purpose behind it is to continue to grow the brand and grow the product and bring more and more to the actual sport and be able to showcase the FPO division at a higher level. So everything we're trying to do, we try to put as much back into the business to keep on growing it so that we deliver a better and better product. Hopefully you guys see a substantial difference from when we started
Oh gosh.
to where we're at now and the level of production and everything that goes into it. And this off season has been us going back and forth and updating graphics packages and getting new music done and all stuff that's going to be debuting at Las Vegas. It's all stuff that we've been working on for months with different people to get to where we are now. So, are you guys videoing the NDGC tournament this weekend? Yes, we are. We spoke about that before. We're covering FA1 and MA1.
They came late. Okay, go ahead.
That's right. But yes, we will be out there for sure. Hovercraft is one, like I've always joked about this, is that if I win like one of these big like Powerball lotteries or Mega Millions or whatever, that one of the first dumb purchases I'm going to make, and probably the only dumb purchase, will be to get, it won't be the only one, will be to get a hovercraft.
For where?
It is very impractical.
For where? Where are you going to park it?
Think about it. You're out there at WR Jackson, or you go out there to the IDGC and you're like, I want to get around in at Steady Ed. I can just bring the hovercraft to one of the water holes.
So that's like you
play
can start on whole 5.
End.
Oh, you're going to start on the back end.
Oh, I can start on 5, and then hovercraft around a couple of those holes.
Okay.
And then drive on the streets legally. Maybe not legally.
I'm 100% sure. If I saw a hovercraft on the road legally, I'm questioning everything.
But yeah, hovercraft is like one of those super cool toys that you see, and it just always stuck in my head. It's better than going out and getting a private jet. It's very impractical.
But is it better than the Shasta Roadmaster?
That never says shots.
I don't know. I think I'd rather have the Roadmaster than the hovercraft, if you ask me.
They both are going to need a lot of work at some point.
I'm ignoring that last question.
Where is it being stored? Obviously, I'll get a hovercraft garage or one of those like things that you buy that's not a garage. Like it's
a dry dock?
I don't know.
A shed?
Shed, sure. A doorless shed.
Okay.
That type of thing. But yeah, it could work. I don't think it's that impractical. You see people driving
It's totally
26-foot RVs and nobody bats an eye at that. What's wrong with a 20-foot hovercraft?
Now, if your hovercraft has wheels underneath the skirts, maybe. But then is it really a hovercraft?
I don't know.
They don't want to get into to what we get into on the road. This is the type of stuff that keeps us entertained while we're driving. So this was supposed to be a short show. This is
we've got way off course.
Yeah.
I do know what you're talking about with the wiggle down the fairway, trying to hold the camera steady as you're trying to do fake drone footage.
What? Who said that?
Right here. I do miss the pre-drone days. Yeah. So there are courses that we still can't drone. Las Vegas is one that has an airport right next to it. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to deal with that. We might have to just do the steady tripod, zoom in, fake drone thing that we do from every now and then. Sometimes courses are too close to the airports.
Just the time you got to bring out the thing that you bought.
You never let me bring it.
You can bring it.
I bought a gimbal that you attach a Mavic drone to, and you just walk down the fairway with it, and it's supposed to keep it steady, and you can do – I might bring it on the road. I think I paid $1.50 for it or something like that.
Well worth it.
Well worth it. It's never been used. It's still in the box. I found it at the Dollar General. No, not Dollar General.
No, it was
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll break it out this year.
I need to go back by Goodwill. Because they be having stuff.
They do be having stuff.
All right.
You get a 26-foot
box truck
and turn it into a house office. Will you drive it, Jay?
Yeah.
If you drive it and we could be back there swishing around, then maybe no CDO required. There you go.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm not driving it though. We do enough driving. I don't want to deal with the stress of having not to scrape it or smack a railing or something. Yeah, Ariel does know, yeah.
Yes, she does. All right.
All right. So, again, we were trying to keep it relatively short. We will do our giveaway kind of back behind the scenes, and we will send out an email. Maybe we'll like film it on the phone and just do the thing where everybody sees the random.org so that everybody sees it's on the up and up, which it always is. And then we'll contact the winner, send them out their prize for our monthly giveaway, patreon.com/AceRunPro for as little as $5 a month.
You too could be qualified to win
the monthly giveaway. For $10 a month, you qualify to win a monthly and a quarterly giveaway. All that stuff is listed on our Patreon page. We just got a new one, so I did want to shout out Kelly. It's Kelly. Let me bring it up to be exactly accurate. Patreon. Kelly Goodman.
There you go.
Welcome, Kelly Goodman. And
there's an and? There's not an.
We didn't shout out the other one that joined pretty recently too, Jordan Lynn.
No,
Morgan. Morgan wins.
But wait, that's fine because I know why she really joined. She really joined so she could have early access to watching herself. We know what
she wanted to watch the South Florida Open early.
Oh, so that's a part of when you become a Patreon member, you get early access to stuff. So
yes, right now, if you're a Patreon supporter, you get to see Paige Shue throwing her new Discraft bag for the first time ever. That's on there right now. The Savannah Open, we're still working on. We've got to get it over to our commentary team to get those things finalized. Those will be coming out before Vegas. We just haven't nailed on an exact date yet. But all that stuff will come out early for our Patreon subscribers, so they'll get a first look at it. Grady Shue is on that practice round. Zach Melton's on that practice round. And, of course, Paige Shue on that practice round getting attacked by lizards. A lot of fun stuff that happened there. Zach threw multiple discs in the water and almost fell into the water trying to get one out. All kinds of shenanigans. Grady had him by the belt loop so that he wouldn't fall all the way on that whole four. Yeah. That was always.
Why he throw so many in the water? Just
massive headwind, and he didn't stable up. But fun times. That's on there now. So check it out again. Patreon.com/AceRunPro. But if you're going to go to AceRunPro.com, check out our Discraft section. Use the code 2023DGPT and get yourselves 20% off of a purchase on there as well. We are super excited to see Paige Shue back. She's been amazing. She put out a couple of posts from the discs that she got from us that were the Ace Run Pro Stamp Discraft stuff already. She was throwing them at Savannah. I know the Force made the bag for her, and she was throwing the Nuke quite a bit during the practice round as well and doing really well with it. So I'm hoping they make the bag all season long.
Yeah.
There's the code scrolling there at the bottom of your page. Again, if you go to our website, use that code at checkout to get 20% off Discraft molds purchase. Other than that, guys, like we said, a lot more stuff coming. If you're not already checking us out on Instagram and Facebook, at Ace Run Pro on both of those, we will, as we get announcements, we'll filter them throughout here, throughout those social media platforms. We're also on Twitter at Ace Run Pro. Dustin Moret will tell you we do have quite a bit of fun going back and forth with different accounts on Twitter. That's more of like the fun spaces for us. But all the information, all the schedule, and all that stuff will drop soon on our Instagram and Facebook. We will probably do a community post on YouTube as well. But again, we just wanted to come on, say thank you, everybody, for the support and helping us to get to this point. We are incredibly excited for 2023. We will see you guys in Las Vegas. Thanks once again. And as always, from all of us at Ace Run Productions,
let's run it. I'm going to end the broadcast.
Do it, end the broadcast. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can end it.